I know I'm very late. I'm sure the next dev diary will be out soon, but I had to finish the Fire Emblem retrospective. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the dev diary from last month. Update 12's been out for a few weeks and I've been playing with it. Of course, it comes with the usual caveats such as bugs, crashes, and other oddities introduced by the update. I've had my game crash 5 times on release. Don't worry, the devs are actively working on patching issues and they've already released 3 or 4 patches. I haven't experienced any crashes since the last patch. They released a nice little trailer for Update 12, and of course, the devs are acknowledging the issues and are already working on it. Update 13 and 14 have been swapped so we can get more content by Christmas. They're working on animal socialization, herding, smoothing out locomotion, and improving the IK, or inverse kinematics. A quick explanation. Inverse kinematics makes the joints position at the proper angle when they interact with the environment. It usually means the ground. They've been working on this stuff since August, and it's full steam ahead once they're done patching Update 12. This is ambitious, and I'm a little nervous. They're moving mountains with a handful of people. I'm sure the core ideas such as animal socializing and herding will work, but will also require time to smooth things out. My guess is it'll be janky on release, but gets better as time goes on. That's the nature of early access. I'm just trying to keep people's expectations in check. On the other hand, Update 13 will be out in mid-December. We'll be getting 2 new animals, foliage, music, and UI changes. The 2 new animals are mammals. First is the cave bear. I'm sure we're all expecting it after seeing the bear decoration in Update 12. Not the most exciting thing to me, but I know other people are happy. The rumor is the next animal is Megaloceros. We'll see how that pans out. Next we have these stylized signs. They're really cute and I love them so much. The mammoth looks like it's smiling. My walls are pretty boring looking, so I can put these to good use. We're also getting a toolbox update. I thought the current toolbox works well with 1 or 2 minor nitpicks, but the devs aren't satisfied with it. Their goal is to streamline it and make it more approachable. Just remember, everything you see here is concept art and not finalized. I like that they're reducing the amount of icons down here and moving them up to this centralized menu. It reduces the number of clicks needed to find what you want. And wait, what? Just like the current UI, players would be able to drag the toolbox up or down to adjust how much of the screen it takes up? You can do that? How long have I been playing this game? 740 hours? Okay, I just learned that's a thing in the game. You don't know how much I wish the menu wasn't blocking the screen when I was building or adjusting. I just closed the menu. Moving on. As it is, the game already has an insane amount of prefab, so having everything together and then organized into subcategories is a good idea. You can then isolate the subcategories with another button so you're not bombarded with too many options. I don't know if this is more efficient though. Maybe I'm just used to the game's current menu. The current menu could stand to be better organized though. For prefabs, let me start by saying I'm a terrible builder. I have built a lot of custom things, but I never save them because I don't think they're very good. Or whatever I've built is for a very specific need and I can't apply them elsewhere. What they're describing here sounds like something more useful for folks who built tons of things and saved them to the game. You can hide or unhide them with a button to prevent clutter, and you can put them into their subcategory instead of being at the bottom of the menu. This will be more useful for some players than others. They're also adding a small thumbnail option to fit more icons into the menu. So yeah, one of my nitpicks is the menu covering the bottom of the screen while I build or edit. Besides closing that menu, or shrinking the menu box, they want to implement an auto-hide menu function when you're building. You can always get the menu back by hovering over the bottom and exiting the build. This is a welcome quality of life improvement. If you look to the right, you can see the modular control and styling menus look different. The changes are mostly cosmetic, such as being able to see more of the styling panel or hiding the angle snap and align to surface function when building in grid mode. Those 2 options won't appear when you're building in grid mode because you can't use them to begin with. I know I complained about the toolbox blocking the screen earlier, but they're also allowing you to pin toolboxes to the screen as well. I can see why certain toolboxes are needed when you're building, so the devs are accounting for all of our needs. Or maybe you just don't agree with menu disappearing and want to be able to see it. They got you covered too. Options for everyone. Finally, the path and fence menu will also be updated. It's just a small visual update to help draw your attention and doesn't do anything different from the current one. Whatever works to help players with the game. So this is another short diary, but I think there's a lot of interesting information. I'm not the best builder, so a lot of the changes probably won't affect me too much. But this is a good chance to show you that you don't need to be an amazing builder to have a good time with this game. Building a good looking park can seem overwhelming, and the amount of pieces and modules already available in the game is crazy. The game has a solid foundation to let you make something beautiful without having to worry about building custom objects. It's a good time to jump into the game if you're still unsure.